Just a quick warning for you all, this video is rated PEGI 18 because the driving is atrocious. So you know how the 24 Hours of Le Mans is on this weekend, and you know how that's multi-class racing? You know how also the next round of the F1 calendar is at Spa, which also hosts a 24-hour multi-class endurance race? Well, I was thinking, what would happen if we put Formula cars into a multi-class race? Formula 1, Formula 2 and Formula 3 all on the same grid at the same time. Well, I loaded up Assetto Corsa and I tried it, and here's what happened. Lights out and away we go for the greatest experiment in sim racing history. It's a pretty poor start off the line initially, but we get past the Prema car. Oh my goodness me, moving to the inside incredibly aggressively. Into La Source we go, up the inside, it's 3, oh no! Well, after those calamities, which I couldn't show you, otherwise my channel will get taken down for something perverted, we are going down towards Radion and Eau Rouge, past the Dams car there on his left, our right, past the Prema, and this one, and this Prema as well, the two Premas and the one Charouz or Trident, now past the teammate of the other one. Now as we come down into Les Combes, that was the most disjointed piece of commentary that I've ever done, but so far this multi-class thing seems absolutely fantastic. I mean, if we ignore the fact that I started at the back of the field in the fastest car in the multi-class field, you know, if we ignore that fact, then, you know, this multi-class thing is absolutely brilliant. But, well, obviously that wouldn't happen in real life, hence why all the other Formula 1 cars have started at the front and are now currently blitzing away from me as we come through, what's this one called? Pouhon, and through, is it called? Yes, it is. It just has a different name in French, as far as I can remember. Now, who's this we're chasing down? It's Felipe Drugovich, or at least the AI version of him, significantly slower than the real-life Felipe Drugovich, as you might expect, given that Assetto Corsa AI only like to run with 80% throttle most of the time. Now, anyway, we're past him, so we won't need to worry about Drugovich bot, and now we get past the non-brand red car, the RSS liveried Formula 2 car. Again, disjointed commentary. What do you expect? Now we're tailing a Campos and Liam Lawson. We're past the Campos. Oh, up the inside of Lawson as well into the bus stop chicane. That's absolutely fantastic. I mean, he's got us back through the left-hander, but, well, surely we're going to blitz past him on the straight. Yeah, I mean, just look at that. DRS open. See you later, Liam. Have a good one, mate. Now, as we come down into turn 1, I've locked both the fronts, and I've had to take avoiding action there, let off the brakes, and just, well, I mean, I would have loved to have seen a replay from the BWT rip-off car, because that would have been, well, it would have been absolutely hilarious. It would have been the slapstick comedy of the century, as I'm excuse me, folks. Anyways, we are up into P9 out of 24, and we're gaining on this Campos car in front as we come into Les Combes, and we're up the inside, almost contact there, missing the apex on the right ever so slightly, but we've got that move done, and now we are at the head of the Formula 2 and Formula 3 train is the positive way of putting it. The negative way of putting it would be that we are last in class, but we've always been last in class because we started last overall. Anyways, we are going to absolutely have to, well, put in some serious purple sectors now to catch up to the guys in front, although the nearest guy is only 5 seconds up the road, so I'd say with a good lap we might be able to catch him in a lap and a half-ish, because, well, I mean, the AI they are very slow. I mean, it's Assetto Corsa, you know, they're not known for being particularly good. But overall, I think this experiment is going quite well so far. Obviously, I think maybe a longer race would have been better. Oh, no. So as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted by my own incompetence, I think this race would be a bit better with some more laps, because we're 5 laps into this 7-lap race, and we're chasing down this red F1 car in front of us. We've managed to catch up to him, and well, I'm not sure why it's saying that the gap is 14. Oh no, that's the gap to the car in front of it. Oh, right, okay, I'm understanding the gaps and the data and the stuff now. But yeah, I think this race would be a bit better with some more laps, and if we started at the front as well, because then it'd be more exciting with the blue flag runners and the runners in the lower classes. But hey ho, we have to make do. Oh goodness, a love tap there from me to him. That's... well, I think we could put that down to asserting dominance, given that I overtook him immediately afterward. Now, that is allowed in endurance racing, and especially in multi-class endurance racing. Usually it's done... oh, goodness me, I've got that extremely wrong there. That's just... well, it's embarrassing, quite frankly, just how far I've missed the apex by into the bus stop chicane there. But that love tapping, that asserting dominance, that is allowed in multi-class racing. Normally done... I've missed the apex of La Source as well, just in case you didn't notice. It's normally done to runners in lower classes, but, well, I mean, if you don't particularly like the guy in your class, then you can always give him one of those and... well, explain to the stewards afterwards why you did it, but you can always do it, not necessarily legally, but you can. Anyways, there's literally nothing happening on screen at the minute, so I'm just rambling on. Anyways, let's talk about the racing, or, well, the multi-classness. I think it might actually be... oh, no. We carry on nonetheless as the leader is on his final lap. Through Blanchimont we go, and towards the bus stop chicane for the second to last time. We're already catching back up on the guy in front. That just shows how slow he is. Although I've taken so much speed into the apex of that the right-hander there, and I've spun out. We'll ignore that ever happened as we come on to the final lap of the race. And, well, instead I'll talk about the multi-class action that we haven't seen a lot of multi-class action. We probably would have done if I started at the front and did a few more laps because, well, we haven't come into contact with any lapped runners so far, and we're on the final lap, which is immensely disappointing, but at the same time I don't want this video to be 4 years long. But I think I see a few lapped runners coming up in front. They must, because there's 2 or 3 of them as we come through Les Combes. Yes, it is Les Combes as I glance at my track map. And through, well, I mean, that's turn 9. It's still part of Les Combes as far as I can see. And now we come down through Brussels Corner, I think that one's called. And what's this car in front of me? I think it's a Prema. And we go up the inside of the Prema through No Name Corner. That's a... well, I mean, he was going exceptionally slowly because he is the last of all runners. Now, as we come down through... oh, no, that's just... oh, he's dead. I'm totally out of the running. And, well, it's gone... oh, no. Giovanni Trapattoni, or whatever his name is, has retired. And, well, I mean, it seemed like a great idea, this multi-class business, but... well, I mean, given that it's me driving, you know, it's, well, get someone better to drive and it would probably be an interesting affair. But because it's me and because I am incompetent in almost every way that is measurable, it's turned out to be a rather disappointing affair. Up the inside of 2 of the F3 cars who are back markers, hit the one on the left there just to vent my frustrations. We're going to let him past on the run to the line. JK, no we're not. We're going to out-drag him and outpower him to the line. That was a... well, I mean, it had potential to be so much, but it turned out to be so very, very little. And, well, that's just about typical for one of my videos, isn't it? So much potential completely wasted because of my incompetence. But if you did enjoy this video for some strange reason, then please do leave a like and feel free to subscribe. Apart from that, my name's been Simon, and I will see you guys in the next video.